afternoon. My day has gotten off to dark. I'm just sitting down to get started at work for the day, or I guess to resume work for the day. Uh, my my wife took a fall and broke her toe, so we've been running around town getting X-rays and crutches and so yeah, it's been quite the day. But I'm gonna try to get some work done here before I have to go pick up the kids and yeah, all that good stuff. Nobody in the chat yet. May not have any chatters, in which case this stream will not be very interesting to watch again. Um, I'm actually working on a project at work right now. I mean, obviously that's why I'm calling it an office hour. But I'm finding that it's a pretty big project, and honestly, the most valuable use of my time in this early stage of the project has just been writing. Like for whatever reason, writing really helps me solve problems. Like it helps me distill my thoughts. Also, I should say that since my wife did fall and break her toe, I may get up here and there to make sure she's not trying to do things for herself. But yeah, that's basically what I'm doing right now. Is I'm just kind of trying to distill my thoughts about this thing I'm working on. Does anybody else like feel like that helps? That like when you have a problem that you're trying to solve, it helps to write and kind of like clearly state what the heck the problem is, right? It's like almost like it's that whole idea of like measure twice, cut once. Ghibli Walk, can you share some details about the project, or is this private? I can't. Well, I can share details about the project. I just can't. I don't want to actually like stream myself my work stuff that's up on my screen right now, which is why it's just a face cam. But basically, the whole idea behind the project is it's basically abstracting the ability to build integrations between two different systems, right? Say you got data in one place, data in another place. Being able to abstract that to where somebody who doesn't know how to code can build an integration, right? Think of like, I want to write a Python script, but I don't know how to write a Python script. And so I want to provide some type of GUI or some type of abstraction that allows people to do that. Stephen Neal, name a car for an edit. Last night I think we did a Porsche 911, so we'll just stick with that. Sarthak Gupta says, "Yo, what WSGG back from the gym? Was Are you saying yo? What's good? Back from the gym? I can't remember. I don't know what the WSGG is." Ghibli Watt says, "Writing things helps see how your thought process works and see it physically." Yeah, Ghibli, that's what it is. Writing is like your thoughts made physical, right? Manifest. David Garcia, a day may come when the courage of men fails. This day we fight. I love that quote. I love that scene. Return of the King. That's just one of the best scenes ever. It ranks right up there with. Like what's that movie? The Gladiator. When he like slowly turns around and takes off his mask, right? And he's like, "My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius." See. Cat. I have no more gravy rings. I don't know what that means, Cat. AXNZZ. I don't know how to pronounce that, so I'm just gonna spell it. Just write a Python script. That's a really good point, right? So the problem is with that AXNZZ is that not everyone knows how to write Python, right? And then particularly in enterprise environments, you have a lot of complexity with running a script like that, right? You can't just run the script, put it on the server. You can't just write it, put it on the server and run it, right? You gotta write the script. Then you got to figure out the hosting. You got to get IT involved. You got to get the security group involved. So it's much more complex, right, than just, oh, I've wrote the script, right? But then after you've written the script, there's all this other stuff you have to do to actually be able to put the script somewhere where you can run it and everyone be happy. So this idea of being able to empower, an end user to be able to define, hey, I want to make a request here. I want to get some data back. I want to transform that, but do that in a way that doesn't require firsthand knowledge of code. Let's see. Hujair says, sorry, man, if I'm butchering your name. Hujair. Hey, Steve, what's up, man? Thanks for coming back to another stream, man. I appreciate that. Let's see. Cat, there should have been a larger lunch available. I don't know what you're talking about, Cat. AXNZ says it means what's good. Oh, okay. Cool. So if that's what you meant, Sarthak, I did not just get back from the gym. I have yet to work out today. The first part of my day got kind of crazy because my wife fell and she broke her toe, and so we had to go do a bunch of medical stuff. But we're back home now. I'll probably work out later tonight, probably. Shirag says, howdy. How are you doing, Shirag? Thanks for stopping in. Kat, I would like to file a complaint. I don't know what you're talking about, Kat. Jeff Ander, what's up? How are you, Jeff Ander? Good to see you, man. AXNZZ for what? So the primary use case for this AXNZZ would basically be moving data between systems, right? That's the primary use case for this. Is like 9 times out of 10, the reason somebody writes a script is to do ETL, right? Extract it, transform it, load it. And whether that be one way, bidirectional, whether it be a delta run or a full run, whether it be syncing or not syncing, right? That's primarily what most people are doing. And so there's kind of a shortage of people who can do that work, right, in most companies. And then 2, there's just a lot of complexity around it. So the idea is, can we abstract it to almost abstract it to like a configuration file, right? And then we have software that parses that and actually translates that configuration into a proper integration, right? Make a API request, get the response, transform the response. Maybe we import the data, maybe we don't import the data, that kind of thing. So that's currently what I'm trying to think through at the moment. Let's see. Capper, the video game player, says best haircut ever. Hey Capper, I appreciate that. And what game do you play? You say you're a video game player. What game do you play? Kajani Adventures, what up? Hey man, how are you doing? Good to see you back. Thanks for stopping in again, Kajani. Hujair, it's correct. Nice. Shirag, howdy. Hey Shirag, I saw your hi earlier. Please do not call ICE on me. I'm not going back. The cartels will... Pablo. I don't know if you're playing a joke, Pablo, but if you're being serious, I'm sorry that that's happening to you. If that is what's happening to you. I would never do that to you, but if that's happening to you. How to pronounce my name? Casper. Okay, Casper. Nice, Casper. Ghibli Watt cuts the need for having to have a background in Python, or rather coding, to get the data you need. Yeah, exactly. Um, so Ghibli, that's exactly the point, right? Exactly the point that almost all these SaaS platforms have some sort of public API to push and pull data, but not everyone knows how to construct an integration with code, whatever, whether it be Python or C# or whatever. And so, can we? And it also every time you write an integration like that, there's all this ancillary work that has to go into it, right? And somebody's got to do it, whether it's the developer or a product manager, or somebody has to specify the logic, the requirements, how the data flows, all these things, right? And so, can we abstract this to a point where the business user, right, can just take care of all that, right? But do it through some sort of GUI or through some sort of configuration file. So that's kind of the high level of it, and it's not any more concrete than that at this point. Casper, I play any games. Okay, what's your favorite, Casper? Because my favorite's Call of Duty. Agent Muffin Man, bro, I want to play Path of Titans so bad. Agent Muffin Man, let me look that up real quick. Path of Titans. The game that I want to play really bad is called Avowed. It just came out. It's free on Game Pass. Okay, so Path of Titans looks like it's on Switch. It's on consoles. It's like a dinosaur game. Interesting. A massive multiplayer online dinosaur video game. Interesting. Super interesting. Tax Better Man says, hey there. Nice, Tax. How you doing, man? Having a good day? I am having a good day. Today's been a little crazy, actually, Tax. Everything was going normal, and then about 9 o'clock, I got a call or a text message from my wife. She said she fell, and then turns out she broke her toe. So we were running around doing some urgent care visits, getting some x-rays, getting her crutches and stuff. So I currently have a patient now in the house. So if I have to get up and go help her, that I might step away for that. But other than that, the day's going good, man. And we're blessed because we have insurance. We've got the means and the resources to handle a situation like this. So she'll get the proper care she needs and get healed up. But it does suck. I'm sure she's frustrated about it. Dr. Rajinder says, hey, new setup. Yeah, so Dr. Rajinder, it's been a little while since you've been in one of my streams. So the setup, I'm just actually streaming from my desk. So from my computer. So instead of having my phone up, I'm just using OBS to stream straight to the YouTubes. And actually, I'm also streaming on TikTok. I should probably look up the TikTok feed. Not that anybody really interacts over there. Let's see. Somebody else said something. If you want to play Arnaud, hi from France. Wow, we haven't had anyone from France in the chat before. This is awesome. Casper says he's been playing Minecraft, most simple game. Yeah, Minecraft's great, Casper. I've never heard of Homescapes. Ghibli says, if you want to play a mind-bending game, check out Nier Automata. Automata, okay. Dr. Rajinder, what's the dinosaur game called? It's called Path of Titans, Dr. Rajinder. Tax Better Man. Oh no, dude, I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, it's the worst, dude. Hope she has a speedy recovery. I appreciate that, Tax. That's very kind of you, man. She'll be, I'm sure, up on her feet before too long. I didn't mean to put hot, cut me off. No, I mean, she's laughing about it. I mean, she was laughing about it earlier, but she's kind of seeing the humor in it now. What does this channel offer? Casper, what does this channel offer? Casper, so I live stream probably 2 or 3 times a day, and it usually involves a stream like this where I'm just talking to you guys, or a stream where I'm working out and talking to you guys. And then the other type of stream I do is I will sit down and work on coding or programming related project that I'm working on, stuff I'm learning. And then a lot of the videos I post are about programming and coding stuff. So if you don't like programming and coding, I get it. But if you want to just come hang out in our lives, you can come hang out in our lives, you know. Just enjoy the vibes. Dr. Rajinder says, was a bit caught up with research. That's okay, Dr. Rajinder. Glad you're back, though. How's your research going? I'd love to hear about that. I mean, as a little exercise nerd, I would love to hear about your research. Tasia, hello. How are you doing, Tasia? Good to see you back. Thanks for stopping in again. Julian Burney. Let's quit Scoop. I don't know what you're talking about, Julian. Casper, have you ever played a game where you spend the rest of your life in an IKEA? No, I have not. AU106 says, what's good, Poppy? Nothing, man. Nothing. I mean, I should say everything's good, but nothing's really going on. Tasia, how are you doing today? I'm doing good. As I was mentioning earlier, we had a little bit of a crazy AU106. I think I'm gonna block you, man. That's not I don't want people in the chat talking to each other like that. That's not cool. Sorry about that, Tasia. Sorry he said that. That's not very nice at all. You do not have to shut up. You have plenty of permission to chat. So I'm doing good. Except we did have a little emergency this morning. My wife fell and hurt herself, but we got that somewhat squared away. So I'm currently playing Provider, and she is patient. Charnel Luis Donzo, English or Spanish? I only speak English, but a lot of my family speaks Spanish. My mom speaks fluent Spanish. My sister speaks fluent Spanish. My grandma, she passed away a couple years ago, but she was from Honduras. So we have some Honduran blood in us. I can understand like a little bit of Spanish, but I don't speak it. And I mean I can say some words, but I don't speak it fluently. Casper, his channel is great. You learn cool stuff on the computer or workout stuff, tips. He responds to comments, and that is pretty cool. Hey, I appreciate that endorsement, Tax. That's nice of you, man. Let's see. Casper, nice. It's called 3008 the game. Okay. I'll have to, man, you've got a lot of good recommendations, Casper. Kajani, you speak Finnish. Nope, I don't speak Finnish. You know that, bro. Tasia, can you not tell me to shut up? I haven't done anything wrong, whoever you are. Yeah, Tasia, I'm sorry. I blocked him. I apologize that he did that. Casper, the video game player. I'm from Poland. Oh, nice. Very cool. So you're from Poland. We have a guy that stops into the chat pretty frequently. His username is Gandalf. He's in the Czech Republic, which isn't that in that neck of the woods? Maybe I don't know my geography, but Czech Republic to Poland. Are they pretty close to each other? Let me see. I'm going to check myself. Yeah, they're not far, right? Yeah. They share a border. Tasia, thank you. Yeah, Tasia, I got your back. My chat. We keep the bullies at bay, man. Charnel. It's a trend, never mind. Oh, I'm sorry, Charnel. I don't know. I'm not up to speed on all the trends. I have a favorite music group called the Proclaimers. Okay, I've never heard of them. Can you say Perkele? Perkele makes the Finns happy. Okay, Kajani, are you tricking me? I probably should have figured out what that means first before I just said it. It means devil? Why do you want me to say devil? I can't read this guy's username, but he says when the end comes, don't die, coward, which I like kind of agree with. Yeah, I don't want to die, coward. Casper, their music is folk music. Okay, I like some folk music. I like Mumford & Sons. Have you ever heard of them? Oi, oi. Something repeat. I don't know what Charnel is talking about. Kajani, it's a Finnish curse word. Thanks, man. You have me cursing in Finnish on my stream. But you made the Finns happy. Tasia, is your wife okay? Yeah, she's doing better. She was pretty down and out there for the count for a little while, but she's doing better now. She got her feet up. She's relaxing. I'm gonna be her, I guess, her caretaker for the next couple weeks as she gets. She's on crutches, so she can get around, but I think it'd probably be best if she doesn't put weight on it as much as possible. She's got to go see an ortho doctor, so she has to see an actual specialist. I guess the fracture's that bad. Usually when you break your toe or something, they usually just like, there's nothing you can do but heal, but I guess it's displaced a little bit, so she actually has to get a consult for that. Kajani always, yeah, it's a classic. The first word we teach foreigners. Yeah, so that's like fucking America. Nice. Well, if I ever travel to Finland and someone tries to cuss me out, I'll know when it's happening. Charnel, I don't know what you're talking about, Charnel. I'm sorry. I wish I could engage with some of your comments more. I don't know what you're referring to. Kajani says, don't say it, Steven. I won't say it, but if someone says it to me, I'll know what they're doing. How did she fall and hit her toe? I honestly don't know. Supposedly there's some security camera footage of it, but she was just trying to step over. We got some snow last week, but she was just trying to step over some snow and kind of tripped and got tangled up. So not just bad luck, just bad luck. But I'm thinking about moving to Knoxville, Tennessee. I'm from North Carolina. Wow, Petros, that sounds like a big move. But you should definitely go where you want to be. Find your home. My brother has my brother's wife's sister, if you can follow that relationship. They actually kind of did that. They traveled around the States for a little while, and they found a place that they really, really enjoyed being, and so they moved there. They didn't have family or anything, but they really enjoyed being there. So if you find a place you like, why should that keep you? Kajani says, if someone argues with you in Finnish, say the bad word and then some more bad words. So that's some sort of Finnish curse, huh, Kajani? Nice. I am God. Why ignore a fact? I don't know what you're talking about, I am God, but thanks for stopping by the chat and leaving a comment. J90, cheers, Steven. Any new coding projects? Actually, so today at some point I'm gonna stream. So right now I'm working on a project for work right now, which is I can't really go into the details, but like kind of at a high level, it's basically trying to abstract the ability for people to write integrations without having to necessarily know code. So if you're familiar with something like Zapier, something in that same space, right? Kinda, sorta. But my personal projects, Jeff Ander says code exiting. Yeah, no code right now, Jeff Ander. Probably later today though. So later today, I had a subscriber, or he might not be a subscriber, but I had someone leave a comment on one of my videos asking if I would show how to use a remote database for a self-hosted instance of Convex. So later today, whenever I stream some of my side projects, I'm probably going to work on that. J90 was the one who asked, but yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do. Peach Rose, exactly the words I needed to hear. Thank you. Yeah, man. I'm glad that, or man, I don't know if you're a man or a woman, but yeah, I'm glad that helps. I just think like there's no reason you shouldn't explore. I mean, the world's a really big place when you think about it, and when you really think about it, there's so much of it that you probably haven't seen. So if you find some place you enjoy, why not? I mean, it's also not a one-way door, right? If you move someplace you don't like it, you can always move back. Let's see. Casper says, is the chat broken? I don't think it is. I'm getting your chat. Sorry, Casper, but I don't think the chat's broken. Casper, have you chosen your 6 numbers? No, I have not. I'm not going to choose numbers, though, Casper. Let's see. Kajani Adventures, exciting. Agreed, exciting. Tasia, and they said it was broken. They did say it was broken. Displaced fracture of a phalanx. Kajani Adventures, Jeff Ander, learn spelling. I don't think, did Jeff Ander misspell something? Maine, grammar hard. Grammar is hard. English grammar is particularly hard because there's so many exceptions to every rule. John Doe 420. I think John Doe 420 is getting booted. Kajani, is this real chat? Yes, it's real chat, Kajani. Mr. X. Hi, Tomash. Mr. X, I am not Tomash. I think you're in the wrong chat, buddy. I think you're in the wrong chat. Kit, can I be mod? No, I don't have any need for a mod. And Kit, this is the first time I've ever seen you in my stream, so I can be mod. I'm subbed. Well, I appreciate you subbing, but Kit, it's the first time I've seen you in the chat before. But I don't need a mod right now. I've got 3 or 4 people who have asked to be mods, and I just don't need it. There's only 8 people, it looks like, right now in the stream, and so any type of moderation I can do myself. Kajani says, also, Steven, me and Jeff Ander made the game better, and we're working on it to make it better. That's awesome. Oh, yeah, Jeff Ander's the game tester. Progress has been made. Nice. Kajani says, I'm in line for the mod throne. Yeah, so Kajani's asked. Clay Meekins has asked. Boston Sports Cards has asked. So I definitely have a list of people who I know that I could tap. That actually and that come to the streams really regularly and show up. So I definitely know there's a good group of people I could tap if I ever needed an army of mods. Maybe one day we'll get there. It's just the streams are so small, you know? The audience is just super small. Probably mute Slack so you guys don't have to listen to that go off all the time. Congratulations, you've received 100 messages today. Nice. Very cool. So pretty active stream this afternoon. I'll probably go for another 30 minutes or so. I'm still here. I'm just helping someone with something. Okay, nice, Tasia. Do you work from home, or what's your situation? Or you're off? Maybe you're off today. That could also be the case. Coffee? Yeah, man, I got some coffee going on, some espresso. This is like my third shot of the day. Usually I'm like 4 or 5 deep at this point, but um, we had kind of a busy morning, so I'm playing catch up. Jula Mocha. Kavi. Tayari Ibo Kwaku. Sorry if I mess up your username there. Hi, sir. Hey, how are you, Tayari? You doing well? Tasia. No, I'm not working yet. I don't have a job right now, but I'll get one day. Yeah. Hey, man. No worries. Do your thing, you know? I just was curious. Kajani Adventures. Presidente. Tasia, you're in Arkansas, right? If I remember right. Dude Davis, what are you using? I'm not sure what you're getting at, Dude Davis. Could you elaborate on your question there a little bit more? What I was drinking was coffee. That's what I was drinking, but I don't know if you meant something else. Also, it always screws me up that if I go to the left in real life, it goes to the right in my camera. And if I go to the right in real life, it goes to the left in my camera. And I can never remember that. Tasia, no, I'm not. Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought you were in Arkansas. My bad. I thought we had talked about like places we both knew about in Arkansas, so that's my fault. Kajani, what brand of espresso you got? It's just I buy the same bag of coffee every time I go to the store. It's 8 o'clock coffee, and they have a dark Italian espresso roast, and I just get that. So nothing fancy. In the kindest way possible. Just Foul, I'm gonna block you, man. So thanks for stopping by and leaving a comment, but it's kind of lame. Tasia, wait, yes, I'm in Arkansas. Sorry, I got distracted. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I thought I sometimes like I hate not remembering what people have told me in chat on previous streams, so I try to especially for people who come back to multiple streams, I try to keep track of like who I've talked to and what we've talked about the best I can. Yeah, because if I remember right, last time we talked on a stream, we both knew where Searcy was. I hadn't been to where you live, but my brother had lived in Searcy, Arkansas, and I think that was kind of close to where you're at. Tasia, my mind's in a different place, right? Yeah, no worries, no worries. I don't mean to interrupt you either, so I'll let you do your thing, you know. Kajani, that's just foul. What? It needs to be fancier than that? Is that what you're saying, Kajani? I can't be fancy. I'm a dad these days, you know. I gotta save the big bucks for the family. What are you looking at? Sup, dude? Every time I read your username, I think, oh, is he talking to me? What are you looking at? Like what? I'm not looking at anything. Sup, dude? Yeah, what's up, man? How are you doing? How's your Monday going? Getting a good start to your week? What you looking at? What you up to? Just working. I'm working on some work stuff, and then I figured, well, while I'm working on that, we can chat. That's what any stream that you see that's titled Office Hour plus chat. That's what I'm doing. Is I'm just hanging out with you guys while I work. Johnny, no, I was talking about at Just Foul saying the grinder thing. That was just foul. Oh. Yeah. I blocked that dude straight up. Just super lame. What you looking at? All good. Yeah. I always want people to know kind of like what they're gonna get from the stream, you know. But later I'll be working. I've got an idea. I've got something. A commenter on one of my YouTube channels asked me if I could make a video about setting up a remote database for a particular piece of software. So I'm gonna work on that later today, probably at some point. William Stanford is very excited about Elon's work. Well, William, I am conflicted. Somebody asked me about Doge. William, you don't need to scream. Somebody asked me last night about Doge, and I am conflicted. So I think the aim of having a more efficient government makes sense, and I'm all for it. But I'm a little conflicted about how chaotic he has gone about it. I think that's just his modus operandi. That's how he operates. I mean, that's exactly what he did when he bought Twitter too. It's just I'm not a super big fan of it, but so I'm a little conflicted. Alistair McLeod. Okay, Alistair. So hey Alistair, fuck you. How about that? How about you go on and get fucked? And now I'm gonna block you. God, man. Tell you what. These freaking people on YouTube. Some of them need to get alive. What you looking at? What's working? You mean what am I like? What do I do for work? What are you looking at? Is that what you're kind of mean, or what am I currently specifically doing at work? William Stanford. That's why they attack Elon. Yeah, I mean, I'm not interested in attacking Elon because obviously Elon is a very intelligent and capable individual. I mean, you can't do all the things he's done, and you can't really take away from him all the things he's accomplished. I don't know if I would personally enjoy that kind of chaotic approach that he's taking. Jeff Ander, just an average day on the internet. Yeah, Jeff Ander, just another day. Tasia, some people are just crazy. They really are. What you looking at? They're just alone. Yeah, whatever. I don't know what's going on with them, but honestly, like the way I look at it is, like, no judgment. They can do that. It's just there's tons of other people's streams on YouTube that they can go do that in, and this is my stream, and so I'm gonna protect my stream and the people hanging out in my chat, and that's my approach. Never mind. I was talking to someone that you block. He said it's working. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Now I know what you were referring to. Elizabeth says, hey Elizabeth. First time I think I've seen you in the chat. Thanks for stopping in, dropping a comment. Appreciate it. Elizabeth, how? Hold on. Tasia says, and they act like they don't have no damn home training. That's so true, Tasia. It's so true. Maddox, hi. Just a confidence boost for you. Hey, I appreciate that, Maddox. Thanks for leaving a nice comment there. It's very appreciated. William Stanford, Elon just wants to know what happened to our money. Yeah, and I think that whole like I said, William, would never like flex on Elon. I think the whole aim of Doge is in the right vein, right? This idea of like, let's make sure our money's well spent. Let's make sure we know where it's going. I think that's all a good aim. I just think the way he's kind of is doing it just seems a little chaotic or a little trollish, and I think I think he's doing that on purpose. Like that's part of I think his modus operandi. I'm just kind of sharing with you that it doesn't like that isn't like how I would prefer it to be done. But I'm just some guy in Kansas, and Elon's a multi-billionaire, so what do I know? William, see you. Bye. Okay, see you, William. Thanks for stopping by and letting us know how much you enjoy Elon. Maddox, William, didn't we already have a system in place for that? Yeah, I think, and so I think Maddox, I think that's a fair point too. I think that's a fair point. Macy McKinnon, do you remember me? I do remember you, Macy. Thanks for stopping in again and leaving a comment. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. What you looking at? Have a good one. Okay, see you, man. Thanks for stopping into the stream again. Oh, or were you talking to William? Or maybe you were talking to me. I don't know. Either way, I hope you're having a good day. Let's see. What a YM, what a clown. Well, I appreciate you settling in here, YM, and letting us know how you feel. Let's see. What you looking at? Anyway, I gotta go soon. Okay, see you. What you looking at? Gandalf, I'm guard the chat. Hey Gandalf, we actually had somebody, I was mentioning you earlier in the stream because we actually had somebody here that was from Poland. And I said we have somebody that hangs out in the stream that's from the Czech Republic. So it's kind of cool. Neighbors in some sense of the word. William, my last advice, do not trust in DIMS. William, how did I know you were going to say that? Maddox, my opinion is that Doge was created for Elon because he essentially bought / funded Trump's campaign. All of the inaugural donations were just payments to secure different EOs that benefited them. I think that's a reasonable opinion. And you're not presenting it as a fact, so I don't think I need to like fact check you there. But if that's your opinion, I think it's a reasonable one. I do think there's obviously quite a close relationship, obviously, between Elon and Trump. I mean, when you have Elon standing in the Oval Office, right, talking next to the President of the United States, there's obviously a close relationship there. Whether it's built on funding or money, or if it's something more than that, you know, that's for them, only for them to know. But it's Chris. Yo, Mr. High, Mr. Low. Hey, it's Chris. Thanks for dropping a comment on the stream, man. Thanks for stopping in. I think it's the first time I've seen you in the chat, so appreciate you. Maddox, William, don't trust anyone who goes with the party's line, regardless of constituent wishes, blind votes, or bad votes. Yeah, Maddox, I agree, and I've said this before in other streams. It's like I'm not registered with either party, and I voted for both Democrats and I voted for both Republicans. I think politics should be about the policies. It should not be about identity. Gandalf, hey Steven, how are you? I'm good, Gandalf. How are you doing? I hope you've had no more recent trips to the hospital. Hope work's going well for you. Hope you're out there on the road driving safe. I just got out of the hospital. Oh, Mr. Fox. Well, I hope you're feeling better. Gandalf. Yeah, still. Oh, you're still there? Wow. Okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, man. What you looking at? Are you good? I think you're talking to Gandalf, so I'll let you guys chat. I gotta go, man. Peace. Yeah, see what you're looking at. Hope you're having a good. Hope you have a good rest of your day. I'm probably got another 10 minutes in me anyway, so no worries. Gandalf, nurse say my family can't visit me. Oh wow, Gandalf, I'm really sorry to hear that. Really sorry to hear that. Gandalf, yeah, she's with kids. Oh, okay, yeah. I thought Tasia, I thought you were asking about my wife. My wife will be fine. Gandalf. Yeah, Gandalf, I'm really sorry to hear that, man. I'm hoping you get out of there then, because it's been like a couple weeks now. Maddox, what's the painting? The painting is a painting of Albert Einstein. Here, let's see if I can move my camera so you can see. Oh goodness. It's just a portrait of Albert Einstein. We got it at a TJ Maxx many years ago. Uh-oh, I screwed up my shot here. Oh god. Sorry guys if I made you sick there with all the camera movement. Yeah, I was asking about your wife. Yeah, she's good. She's good. Her toe will heal. Maddox, I can make out his beard now that you said that. Yeah, there's like his mustache right there. And then his nose. It's like half, right? So the portrait kind of shows like half of his face. Yeah, his stash, yeah. But we saw it in a TJ Maxx, and we're like, oh, that's so cool. And I'm a big fan of Albert Einstein, and so I was like, we got to get that. And it just has been in our house ever since. We also have a painting of, or not a painting, but a poster of Jon Snow hung up on the other wall, and a poster of the Rat Pack, if you know who that is, on the other wall. So we have a diverse set of interests. Oh, you know what? I just realized I think I just screwed up my stream this whole time, because I thought I was streaming in vertical, but now I realize I'm actually streaming in portrait, aren't I, with a vertical video? That's funny. That's my fault. I have two different profiles in OBS, and I forgot to switch to my vertical profile. Or maybe I am. Maybe I am in the right profile. I'll look on YouTube. Oh no, it's showing up right. It's showing up as vertical. Okay, cool. W vertical, yeah. Tell her that I hope she feels better. I will. I appreciate that too. It's very nice. Mr. Salty Baller, W vertical. Yeah, I have been streaming vertical most recently. Seems like people interact with it more. It's a little challenging for coding and programming, because like that's just not, it's just hard to work with that little real estate in the vertical space, but I think I have a decent setup going on whenever I do that. But for camera, for just like chat streams like this or working out streams, vertical's plenty fine. I know it doesn't seem probably like it. It probably seems like I've been talking a lot, but I have made quite a bit of progress on this. I was trying to create like a presentation to kind of summarize where I'm at with this project at the moment, and I like how it came together. Gandalf, so my wife is really sad without me, and I miss her. Yeah, man, that's really tough. I find it weird that they won't let your family come visit you. That's not how it is in the States. Like, if you're in the hospital in the United States, you can have, I mean, your wife could like stay with you overnight. So I find that odd. But I know in other countries things are different, so I don't know how things. I think they should tease the live stream on Shorts with a vertical with a button to go to the full stream. Yeah, that would be awesome. And I've watched some videos, Maddox, of that. I've watched some videos of people who set up two different streams, one vertical and one horizontal, and they pump them both to YouTube. I just don't have the compute for that. I've got the compute to have one stream going, and then I use Restream to put it to the different to the 2 different channels that you can do on Restream for free. So yeah, but I agree. It would be really nice if you could just have that out of the box. Like, it would be nice if YouTube kind of let you configure that. Like, okay, send us your horizontal thing and then chop it up and create a vertical layout. That would be nice. But maybe they will. Gandalf says, my friend want to go in 2 days to go back job. I'll be home in a week. Well, that's good, Gandalf. I'm glad. I hope you get back home soon, man. I'm wishing you well. Tasia, hey, I'm praying for your wife. I appreciate that, Tasia. Yeah. Prayers appreciated. Which, I mean, granted, it's a crappy injury, right? But, you know, nothing life-threatening. But appreciate your prayers. That's nice of you guys. Gandalf, of course, Gandalf. I'm sorry that you've been in there for so long, man. I hope you get home soon. Rachel Miller, I beat Minecraft hardcore. Hey, or not Rachel, sorry. I'm so sorry. Your name's Rochelle. I'm sorry. Rochelle, I beat Minecraft hardcore. That's awesome. I would love to do some hardcore Minecraft. My kids like creative mode, so that's mostly what I've played in Minecraft, but I think it would be fun to like have a serious survival game of Minecraft. Legendary Super Saiyan Brawly. I'm banning you, bro. Block. Maddox. I like the lo-fi music in the background. Is it just a YouTube video or a dedicated playlist? Tasia. I pray that God heals her. I appreciate that, Tasia. That's very kind. Maddox. The music is lo-fi music. It is indeed, because that's kind of what I like to listen to when I'm doing other things. And normally when I listen to lo-fi music, I do listen to just a lo-fi YouTube video. However, when I stream, I don't want to get copyrighted. So I use a website that's called Lo-Fi Generator. And I'll share the link with you. It's a very cool website. Somebody built it. It's completely free. And it basically algorithmically generates lo-fi music, which means you're not using anyone else's music, so you're not going to get copyrighted, right? You're not going to get strikes against your content. So that's why I use that, but it is lo-fi music. Rochelle Miller, right? Exactly. Yes, I agree. Some hardcore survival Minecraft would be fun. And it sounds like you're a professional because you beat it. Professor Oak, no Hitlers or Putins in the chat today. Nope, not yet. But you probably just Beetlejuiced them in here, Professor Oak. So if they show up, I'm blaming you. Everyone calls me Rachel, but it's Rochelle. Yeah, when I read it really quick, and I apologize for that. I read it really quick and just said Rachel, but I see that your name is Rochelle, so I'm going to call you Rochelle. Unless you tell me otherwise. So I apologize. People have been screwing up my name my whole life, so I always try my best to get people's names right. Maddox sounds awesome. I like having noise in the background all the time. Helps to not notice tinnitus, right? That's the ringing in the ear. My stepdad has that real bad. Our house is usually pretty quiet. We have a pretty quiet house, and whenever he comes and visit, he's always like, "It's too quiet. I need noise," because I guess he has that ringing just kind of constantly. Professor Oak says, I brought garlic and sage, so that should keep them away. Well, we appreciate you, Professor Oak. Let's see. Here's a guy, Alfric Armstrong. Happy Monday. It's time to get drunk. No drinking here. Well, I mean, you guys do what you want, but I will not. I don't drink. I don't partake. So, you know, however you cope with getting through your Monday. You do you. Okay, we just hit the hour mark. I do try to keep these to about an hour, guys, so I'll hang out for a few minutes longer, but I really appreciate everybody coming to the chat and commenting and hanging out. Rachel says, I also like that they added hardcore to Bedrock. Yeah, that is cool. Professor Oak says someone has a case of the Mondays. Nice. Maddox, so is your name pronounced Steve in or Stavon? So everyone is always, my whole life has always said, like, whenever you start, at the beginning of the school year, they'll be like, Stavon. Is Stavon here? But it's Steven. It's the first one you posted there. My mother's name is Eva. EVA. So that's why my name's spelled funny. I guess they thought it would be fun to stick her name into the middle of mine. It's caused a lot of issues, though. People always spelling my name wrong and always saying it wrong. Rochelle, you have to leave. I just joined. Rochelle, yeah, I don't mean to do that. I know that sucks from a timing perspective, but I am at work, so I try to kind of limit it to about an hour. It's just difficult for me to do long extended streams right now in this period of life. So I usually do like 2 or 3 shorter streams each day, like for an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that. Steven, I will. Wife is calling me. Okay, yeah, man. Good luck, Gandalf. Maddox, have a wonderful day. I hope I catch your stream in the future. I subscribe. I appreciate that, Maddox. Yeah, if you see me live, stop in, man. Rochelle, it's fine. Yeah, I know it kind of sucks because like people join and then I'm here saying like, hey, I'm leaving. But yeah, but I'll be around. So if you sub and you see me live, please stop in. My streams are usually either me talking to you guys like this, or working out, or working on programming and coding. So, Tasia, have a good rest of your day. I'll see you in the next one. Rochelle, I'll subscribe. I appreciate that, Rochelle. Thank you for subscribing. All right, guys, I'm gonna head out. You guys have a good rest of your Monday. Be careful out there. Nobody go and fall. Goodbye, Steven. Stay safe. Watch out for power cords and things. Dangers of the job. Yes, agreed. All right. I'll see you guys. You guys have a good rest of your Monday.